Good morning, students. Welcome to offline classes for 10th standard. So we are discussing the chapter called life processes. In part 4, we have discussed what the human elementary canal, digestion of food, how it takes place in human beings, that we have discussed in part 4 in detail. What is elementary canal? What are all the other parts or organs are involved in the digestion of food? And in detail we have discussed in part 4. In today's class and in part 5 we are going to discuss about the next topic called what respiration in humans. How respiration is takes place in humans. So what is before entering this topic, what we should know that what is respiration. Respiration is what? The breaking down of food molecules into simpler substances with release of energy. This is called respiration. What is that? Breaking down of food molecules into simpler substances with release of what? Energy is called respiration. So respiration is one of the important life processes which takes place in both plants and animals. By releasing, during this process they get water energy. This is very important to know this topic, and even we have discussed in previous class the different pathway of the respiration. So here, how respiration takes place in human, that we are going to discuss here. The respiratory system of human beings contain water, the nose, and it contains water nasal cavities. The nasal cavities then comes to the water trachea, larynx. There is a larynx. It is the windpipe. Then goes to water trachea. The trachea, which is in C-shaped ring, and it breaks up into what? It divides into water two and enters into water bronchus. What do we call bronchus? Bronchus is singular, bronchioles. Next, and here one enters in what? Left lung, one enters in right lung. These bronchus have going to divide into smaller and smaller the branches. That is called bronchioles. At the tip of the bronchioles, having the balloon-like structures, they are called what? Alveoli. Okay, and majorly the human respiratory system contains water, nose or nasal cavity, then larynx, then comes to the trachea of bronchus, bronchia of bronchioles, and alveolus and lungs. These are the major organs or the parts are involved in the respiration of human beings. Next one. So what is the how exactly it takes place, respiration in human beings? Let me discuss now the mechanism of respiration in human beings. The nasal cavity has fine hairs which filters the dust particles. So inner nose, this is what nasal cavities. This is called as nostrils actually. So this is complete, this nose, what we call, this is called nasal cavity. Inner lining of this nozzle, in nasal cavity we have fine hairs. Those hairs which help us to filter the dust particles, and whenever we inhale, some dust particles may enter in our nose. The inner lining of nostril cavity contain hairs that prevents or that filters the dust particles before entering into the further pass. So and further air passing through it. Then the passage is also lined with mucus, which moistures to avoid frictions and trap dust particles. So in our nasal cavity we have, along with the water hair, we have a mucus. That is what it moistens our nasal cavity, which is moistened. Why? Because whenever some microorganisms if they enter or some dust particles, they will dissolve in the mucus, and sometimes this mucus will kill the bacteria or some other small insects may enter in our nose, that kills and that stops the entering further parts of our respiratory tract. Then trachea is supported by the C-shaped rings of the cartilage, so the walls of the trachea do not collapse. So next part of the respiratory tract is respiration water. First is nasal cavity, then comes to trachea. So trachea, which is C-shaped ring. So here you just see, this is what C-shaped, in capital C, if you see that it is having a C-shaped ring. So this is rings of, it's made up of cartilage. So have you already, you people have discussed in 9th standard, we have a tissue. We have a tissue called the dense connective tissue. The dense connective tissue having two major parts. There is a bone and cartilage. The bone is one of the strongest part of our body. In the same way, cartilage is also one of the strongest. It is, the function is as like same as compared to the bone. So this cartilage which is present in our trachea. So that trachea which is covered with what? This C-shaped rings. So because of this C-shaped rings, our trachea will never get to collapse. Whatever the air which passes through that trachea, it never get collapsed because the C-shaped ring which protect our trachea. So the walls of the trachea do not collapse. This is what the second part of respiration tract in the human beings. The next part, within the lungs, the passage divides into smaller and smaller tubes which terminate in balloon-like structures. As I told you. So trachea again it is going to divide into what? Two branches. So they are called bronchus. The bronchus again divides into what? Many number of smaller and smaller branches. They are called bronchioles. And at the tip of the bronchioles, they contain what? The balloon-like structures, which are called alveoli. So here you just see, this is what the trachea, which divides into what? One is entered into what? One lung, there is another one entered into another lung. So this, the bronchus, again divides into what? Smaller and smaller branches. These are called the bronchioles. This tip of this bronchiole, they contain the balloon-like structures. These are called what? Alveoli. So these are the alveoles are the place very important role in the exchanging of gases. So they are the place the exchanging of gases takes place. That is what? Carbon dioxide and oxygen exchange which takes place in this particular part, that is called alveoles. So alveoles are plays very important role. The alveoli provide a surface where the exchange of gases can takes place. This is what alveoli. The next one, the blood brings how this alveoli exchanges gases. So how it is? Let's see. Blood brings carbon dioxide from the rest of the body for the release into the alveoli. So there is the alveoli structures where the blood comes over there from the different parts of the body. So from different parts of the body, the blood which carries what? Carbon dioxide. So blood which brings the carbon dioxide to the alveoli. Okay, blood brings carbon dioxide to the alveoli. From where it brings? From the rest of the body, from different parts of the body. From different parts of the body, the carbon dioxide will enter in alveoli through blood. Then the oxygen in the alveolar air is taken up by the blood. Yes, you see. So here alveoli which gets the carbon dioxide gas from the different parts of the body, where alveoli it carries the oxygen from the nostril cavity, then trachea to the focus. So through that, when we inhale, we take oxygen. That oxygen again finally goes to the alveoli. So alveoli which contain oxygen and it gives back to the blood. Blood receives the oxygen from the alveoli, and again blood gives the carbon dioxide to the alveoli. So this is the exchanging takes place in the alveoli. So here oxygen, the alveoli air is taken up by the blood in the alveoli blood vessels to be transported to all the cells. Yes, whatever the blood which carries carbon dioxide to the alveoli, again the same blood which gets the oxygen from the alveoli. That oxygen again it transported to all the parts of the body. Understood? So here the lungs always contains a residual volume of the air, so that there is a sufficient time for oxygen to be absorbed and for the carbon dioxide to be released. So the exchanging of gases which takes place in alveoli, so it takes some time. So it is lot of time is needed, and a lot of time is there. It needs some time to get exchanging of carbon dioxide and oxygen at alveoli. So because of this reason, the lungs will keep some amount of water, so that some amount of oxygen which will remains in the lungs, so that if it is take time to exchanging of gases. So how it is, how this has happened, understood? So alveoli, which is a major part of the respiratory system that help for the exchanging of gases. The blood of different parts of the body which brings the carbon dioxide to the alveoli, and alveoli which again gives water, oxygen to the blood, and the same blood again carries water, oxygen to all the parts of our body. And when all the cells of our body gets the oxygen, they will utilize this oxygen for the breaking down of water food molecules, for the breaking down of food molecules. When they break down the food molecules, they release water energy. That energy they will utilize for the functioning of the particular functioning of their cells. So this is how it takes place in respiration in the human beings. Okay, in the next class we will discuss more about this chapter. Okay, thank you.